Welcome back. The Namibian Revolutionary Transport Union, NARETU, has expressed concern of the growing trend of truck hijackings in neighbouring South Africa, saying it places the lives of Namibian truck drivers at risk. Now, the union is therefore calling on employers to put immediate rescue plans in place to safeguard the lives of the drivers. Joining us with more on this, Deputy General Secretary of NARETU, Ms. Johannes Hangu. Good morning, sir, and welcome to Good Morning Namibia.
Good morning, and thanks for welcoming. And good morning to all the viewers and all NARETU members out there.
Very well, sir. Please talk to us about some of the incidents that our drivers in South Africa have fallen victim to.
Yeah, in regards to, or when we talk about the truckers or truck drivers, we are not just talking about simple drivers. We are talking about people who bet their lives to make sure that our economy have grown and we have everything that we need. And these are peoples that faced challenges such as poor health. They are falling victims to crime activities, robbery activities, and they spend sleepless nights to make sure that they deliver. Now, looking at statistics, it's that for 2023 alone, the crime rate in South Africa have skyrocketed to 1,996 recorded incidents of hijacking which have happened. And in those numbers, Namibian truck drivers were also included. These are people that were hijacked and then they were blindfolded, some of them, kept in confined spaces, and some of them they have to be dropped to geographical areas which they don't even know exactly where, and they need to rely on the pass-by to access safe places. This is becoming in our concern, and knowing that there is a demand also in terms of transportations, which is not just ending this year, it's a continuous thing. And if it is now on the rise this year, what could happen next year? So that's why we are calling on all the stakeholders and all the transport owners to put mechanism in places, because our people are falling victim. Yes, we have to be thankful that no lives were lost, but even the most concerning things is also the mental health of these drivers.
Of course.
Yes, yeah. Because if you are now experienced such type of trauma, then something have to be done.
These mechanisms that you want to be implemented by the employers, in fact by all stakeholders, what do those entail, and how do you see those helping the well-being of these truckers?
Yeah, first and foremost is that these people carry the most mixed load or most wanted things, and that's why these hijackers always, they always become targets to hijackers. And you find that truck owners who do not even want to pay for toll-free. Toll-free is those roads where you have to pay, which is a bit safer because it's always busy roads. And hijackers, they don't get really time for them to be able to hijack the people on those way. So when you have your drivers that only rely on risky roads, which is shortcuts, because you don't want to pay for toll gate, then it becomes also a problem. Now, in the other thing is also we need to look at the issue such as panic buttons, for example, that must be linked with either all the responsive mechanisms, be it the owner, be it the police, so that whenever a person is finding themselves in such type of situations, then they just have to press a panic buttons, which can be able to alert people for emergency responsive. And the other things also is that these trucks are being monitored also through a tracking devices. So which means the owner can also be able to to see where is the trucks. And if you see that your trucks is standing at a place for a very long time, then you need to be able also to alert, because sometimes these people, what they do is also they jam the connections of the drivers. So that the driver cannot be able to make connections out there. So we need to work out on these things for us to be able to see that how are we going to safeguard the lives of these peoples, because as I have said, these are people who bet their lives to make sure that the economy and the companies are growing. Now, if we don't really put mechanism in place for us to be able to safeguard the lives of these peoples, then we are exposing our peoples to a life-threatening situation.
Thank you. Now, apart from these risks that they face that threaten their lives and that threaten the property that they transport, which are the other key challenges that truckers experience on a daily basis?
These people, they're experiencing more challenges. They spend, the first and foremost is that they spend more times away from their families, and they are also exposed to a poor health care, which means that those longer hours that they are sitting contribute to unhealthy challenges because you are sitting for a very long time, you are spending sleepless night, and then you are always at pressure. They are always under pressure for them to be able to deliver, because and most things is that the truck owners or the consignor and the consignees and the fleet managers, what they mostly just care about the product, the brand, and customer satisfactions, productivity, and fuel efficiency. But they care less about the well-being of these people. And now, that's why if statistic also shows that most of these truck drivers suffer from chronic diseases, which are being caused because of the exposures that of those risks that are exposed to. Now, that's why I'm saying if measures are not being put in place, then considering also that these are peoples that really, if you look at our 95% to 65% of transportations is done by road and is done by these peoples. And these are unsung heroes,
of course,
which nobody talks about.
Yeah. Any final thoughts before we let you go this morning, sir?
No, what I want, my final thought is just for us to be able to work together, for us, the employers and all relevant stakeholders, be it the ministries, which is responsible for transportations, for us to be able to make sure that this industry have grown and it contributed to the growth of this economy, and the peoples that are responsible for transporting these goods are being taken care of.
Thank you so much for highlighting the plight of our truckers who perform a very important function, and may you and the rest of the union members have a safe festive season.
Thanks very much. Have a blessed day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was Deputy General Secretary of NARETU, Mr. Johannes Hango, talking to us about the plight of our truck drivers. Nicole is standing by with the news.